Great game. Really, really fun lacrosse game. BU is an excellent lacrosse team. They are one of the best teams we've seen on film. I thought perhaps they were the best team we've seen on film all year, truthfully, the way they've been playing. We knew we had to play great to win tonight. We knew that. We had to tilt the face-off X our way, which we did. Anthony and the wings did a great job. Pat had to play his best game in the goal. I thought he did. Defensively, it had to be our best effort. I thought it was. And offensively, we had to play like a team, and I thought we did. We looked like the team that I've seen glimpses of in some other losses, and I thought we had. I was really proud of the guys who haven't played a lot the past few years stepping up. Tommy Hovivian, one of them. You know, Paul Garza was on our scout team 6 days ago, and he goes in there, has a goal, and he has a great look. That Max Hewitt just had the shot blocked. So that's what teams are about, and that's what this team is about. I'm really proud of them.
Well, can you start with the face-off battle? Calderon's one of the better face-off specialists in the league, and Anthony dominated in 15 of 22.
Yeah, I would say that Anthony's probably got to be remarked as one of the better face-off guys in our league now, too, because he's gone against two of the best guys in the country, in Sisselberger and Calderon, and the others that he's seen, and he's done well. He's done very well. And the thing that I'm most proud about him is that in the fourth quarter, that was going to determine the game, the face-off X. And we were 7 of 8, 7 of 8 in the fourth quarter. That's a remarkable stat against a kid who's played in huge moments his entire career. And he's done it against the best people. And Anthony, he won those most important face-offs. So I'm really proud of him.
And can you talk about the defense as a whole? I mean, that team has not been held to single digits but once, and that was by Princeton in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've played some bad defense this year. We know that. And these guys heard that a lot the past few weeks. And John Orson took that to heart and put in a great game plan. And we know what we have down that end. We know what we have, and these guys stepped up and played the way that they know how to play. They played like men tonight. They played like a Navy lacrosse team, a Navy lacrosse defense, and I'm really proud of them for that.
Jackson, what can you say? You caused 17 turnovers. I mean, you took an offense that has been averaging almost 15 goals a game and put them in disarray.
Yeah, I think it goes back to kind of what Coach Amplo is saying. Coach Orson works his butt off every week to put in a great game plan for us, and us just buying into it, and everyone being really mentally focused for this game. In the Patriot League, our backs have been kind of up against the wall, so I think it's just the entire defense, like I've said before, playing for 60 minutes, and I think we were close to that tonight and able to bring it all together. So it was just really nice to see for our defense to be able to connect like that for the majority of those possessions and do what we know we can do.
Tommy, I think all of your goals came when you kind of snuck up into the crease and took a pass down low. Kind of talk as to career high goals for you. I mean, how big is this for you to contribute to such a huge win the way you did?
I mean, it feels good, but I definitely wouldn't be in the spot that I am if it wasn't for my teammates, if it wasn't for the guys every week. Like Coach said, being on the scout team for a while, it's taught me to kind of love the grind and accept your role. And tonight, and with Coach Phipps's game plan, that was my goal, try to find the open spot, and we executed it together as a team. So I was super happy about that for our team.
Joe, what can you say about Henry Tolker? He scored all 3 of his goals in the fourth quarter, and every single one was huge.
That's who he is. He figures out a way to squeal his way open and throw the ball past the goalie. He's one of the tougher players I've ever coached. He's got an energy about him. He doesn't get down, and he knows he's always open. I don't think he's always open, but he finds some seams in big moments. I think he could have had a few more, truthfully. There was a couple he left on the table, but he's a clutch player. He has been since he's arrived here. Since he was a freshman and starting from game 1, he's been a clutch player for us.
What about the one goal where he threw it over his head without even looking? He wasn't even.
Yeah,
he completely had his back totally to the goal.
I mean, Wags, we work on that all the time in practice. That's all coaching right there. No, I mean, listen. Sometimes over the course of the season, the breaks are going to go your way. Sometimes they're not, and that was one of those where luck was on our side there. He made a really good play on the ground ball and had the wherewithal to find the net and get it on cage. It was late in the shot clock. He knew he had no other option, and he just put it on net, and we got lucky there.
Jackson, how big of a confidence boost is this? Your team's been scuffling, and I know you beat Holy Cross, which a win is a win, but as a winless team, this sends a much stronger message, beating a ranked team that was tied for the first place in the league.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a huge confidence boost for us, going into next week. But we got to reset again on Monday and get back to work. We got another great opponent next week. But like you said, yeah, it's definitely a big confidence boost. It's a better feeling going into the week than it has been the past 5 or 6 weeks losing prior. So, yeah, definitely a big confidence boost for all the guys.
Joe, considering the circumstances and where things were, you still got guys out. Xavier really wasn't able to go tonight. Skowniak and Swanson's still out. I mean, was this maybe one of the bigger wins of your tenure here?
This is my most enjoyable win. There's no doubt about it, because I think this is what teams are about. Tonight is this is why you do what we do. This is why I told the guys in the locker room, this is why you sign up to be on a team when you're a kid, for moments like this. For every kid who gets an opportunity, they get their moment and they step up and they do it for the team. And that's what we saw tonight, and it's taken a while for us to get to that point. Tonight, you saw that. I hope that it continues. I think it's a springboard moment potentially for this group, but we're certainly going to enjoy this one for at least this evening.
Tommy, can you talk about the balance? 3 guys with a hat trick. I'm looking at just quick count. It looks like 9, 10 guys involved with scoring. Sam Jacoby, a 3 assists. Rose 2. I mean, it's a lot of balance there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really happy to see. I know Coach Phipps is going to be happy too. We had a lot of assisted goals tonight, and we work on that a lot in practice. And I think it goes to show that we try to work together as a team, and that's the game plan that Coach Phipps and Coach Miller put together, and we're happy to execute that. I think, it could be any given night for any one of our guys. We've got a lot of guys on our offense and on our team that can score the ball. And we've got a lot of guys that can assist as well. So tonight it happened to be, Max, Henry, and I, but any other given night it could be anybody else.
So, Joe, it's 59 seconds left. Call timeout. You put the ball in the stick of Sam Jacoby. They're going to double him. He runs away for the double for like 20 seconds, back and forth, and then makes the strong move to the cage and finds Tolker all alone for a one-on-one opportunity. How big was that play by Sam?
It's huge. Just poise. It's a senior stepping up and making a play. I told him prior to, I said, I have a timeout in my pocket. If you need it, I'll use it for you. But I just felt like he was going to make a play. He's a quick, really fast kid. He lost the ball quickly there and then got it back. And then there was a seam, and he went to it and made the right pass. So, that was, look, if we don't score there, they probably have 45 seconds left on the clock, and they're playing offense again, and it could have been a different story, So there were many big plays in the night, but certainly that is the most obvious big one to seal the win.
What do you say when you see a ground ball 44-29 in favor of Navy?
Listen, a lot of it's got to do with the face-off X, but I think our wings played great, and that's what Navy Lacrosse should be. That's what Navy Lacrosse should be. Navy Lacrosse should be winning the ground ball battle.
And lastly, if a loss could have really put you in a difficult situation for even making the Patriot League tournament. Now all of a sudden it's a whole different deal. You're 2-2, and you're basically tied. You're in 3rd place right now. Well,
we truthfully, we haven't even spoken about that, honestly, Wags. And that's for other people to figure out. And when they tell us our time is up, they'll tell us our time is up. We just have to focus on the next 200 feet in front of us and getting better every day, continuing to stay together and play another great opponent, hopefully have some success and just keep plugging, And whoever they tell us we can play at the end, we'll show up and we'll give our best effort. And when it's over, we'll know that we gave everything we had to this thing.
All right, I think I'm good. Luke?
Coach, you've made mention of the killer instinct before, physicality. Where does this win rank on the list of games this year in terms of physicality?
Yeah, it was a complete team performance. I just thought offense, defense, our goalie, face on off. The other stat is, BU is one of the best riding teams in the country, and we were 23 of 26, which is just a remarkable number against that team. So I just feel like it was a very balanced win. I felt like our guys were extremely physical. To answer your question, they played hard. Guys are tired. They're going to enjoy the weekend off. I can say that because they really left their hearts on the field out there tonight.